Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Capstone Global Consult Limited. Jumekuo bi a omo fa registered nurses, drivers a omo GCC license, NFA security. Edi omo ko amaya hodro bi so te se Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, NFA USA. Na mene wo kasa sisi akra. Omo pe registered nurses. Edi omo ko USA. Akoya juma ko jisika pudro. Anne. Na enye we po. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Esanso boama. Sa wo peka atofri amanone. Omo be ye ho hyehyeye nyina ama. Na wo nsatimi aka. Ka biara edawa kuma so wa bra wo mre ho enti omo se bra omo so ye sesi a wo behu omo Otema community 9 omo ni Ashama Timber Market ene di hwe anim anase fra omo wo 0599 183083 ana 0302 986573 amanone fo so fra omo +821 02 1811278. Capstone Global Consult Limited. Your success is our business. Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And it's September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewe nisu adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tuetia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen kwa mani ya mekanchiro. Dabi ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anase nchirichirimu bia. Any efresa umatrufo we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jimai TV, NFA, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it, check it, check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We believe in is the work. So if you see us here feeling like we are already in Europe and feeling some winter levels, you should know that it is the work that has brought us this far. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is proudly brought to you by Tap Tap Send. Tap Tap Send is a money transfer app. Remember to download it on your phone, put in your bank details, then you can be sending money from abroad to Ghana with no stress. Download it today. Thank me later. As much as you're going to be a first timer to use it, remember to also use the promo code SammyFlex. And with this, I'm sure you'll be good to go. And again, we're also telling you that our September to Remember tour is coming off. So if you are watching us and you have plans of holidaying somewhere in September in Dubai, then you can join us to do this. 1 week stay, 24th to 29th, with our partners at Bekat Solutions in Dubai. I know this is going to be a worthwhile experience. So join us and let's do it as usual. And I'm here with my people in Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chemo, my Nigerian friend's favorite. The guy who said he wants to surprise or honor Chemo, we are still waiting for that. So don't come and write and just run away for fans. As you say, before deliver. For deliver, you know what I mean? Yes. So I know, right? So in Team Dodo Solomon, Chemo is already seated, online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited, and also he is the digital consultant. Anytime you have issues with your platforms online, Chemo can surely sort you out. Then our Nigerian brother Sammy Titi, the other name is what?
Sammy, just someone.
No, I want to remember just the other name. I've forgotten.
Your full name.
Your full name.
My full name is Samuel Funny.
Tito, you mentioned something like that. Samuel Funny. That's it. Oh, okay. Last time you mentioned something, you don't want to mention it again. Okay, so Samuel Funny is our Nigerian brother. He's also an observer of the industry, and he's a drummer. As a matter of fact, he's a drummer and he plays shabu. So anytime you need some drama, quick, sharp for your team, contact us and let's provide him for you. His charges are very moderate, so no shaking for you. You are sure going to be fine anytime you contact our brother here in our studios. Let me also say thanks to my producers. Digital Rasta is also called Currency. He is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And of course, you know my name already, Sammy Flex, seated to do the work of God. Now, some interesting 4 topics on our table, and we're not going to spend too much time here. We're just going to hit them, back, then we run away from here. Remember how Lastmed and Kewa's issues, right? I know you have been following where Kewa and Lastmed for the past weeks, they have been in the news for all the wrong reasons. Lastmed complaining of some treatment, Kewa also complaining of ungratefulness and all that. Hammer, who is one of our revered producers in Ghana, has given an advice to Lastmed. And people are actually reading meanings into the advice. Some people think that, oh, is Hammer even encouraging the boy to do what he's doing? Or Hammer is also advised, because at the latter part of the conversation, he also said the boy should find a way to patch up else, blah, blah, blah. So the conversation is that some people are saying, is Hammer trying to caution him that if he does not patch up with Kewa, all things will not be well with him in the industry? And at the other side, some are also saying, is he encouraging the boy to do what he's doing? These are the conversations out there. But to my people, how do they also understand this particular post from Hammer of the last two? Richard, let me read the post itself. Let me read the Hammer post itself. It says, the word is yours, the Hammer comments. And it says, at this point, it is safe to add Lastmed official to the limited list of true unique artists who sound like nothing we've heard before them. The first and last of their kind, the kind of artists others try to emulate. This caliber is what is known as your favorite artist. To earn your way into this list requires that you dare to be different while remaining consistent with a style that has never been heard before. You can't fake your way into that breed. Well done, my guy. If you keep the creativity at this pace, it is Drake who will be asking for a collabo soon. Try to repair all bad blood to break all cases and move full steam ahead. The world is yours. So people are breaking this particular post into two. The last part and the first part, as a matter of fact, where when everybody was thinking, oh, because of the issues with Kewa and Lastmed and Kama being a producer as Kewa, he might not even want to promote this guy because, like they say, in this industry, when you mess up with one industry person, some sabotage here and there. So in the first one, he is full of praises, and it came as a shock to many people. And the last post, on the last paragraph, where he says he should try to break all cases. So what does he mean? Kewa has cursed him. What is Hammer referring to as cases? These are the conversation out there. Let's come home and talk. And Sammy, maybe you can start this. How you also interpret this particular post from Kewa? Sorry, Hammer of the last two.
Okay, so Brasami, it's so good to be here again.
I know, right?
Start with that. Okay, so with the post, I just finished reading. We have to interpret it from the first paragraph. I think Ama is trying to put pressure on the young guy. He should relax. When say very soon Drake will be the one, he should relax. We all know Lastmed is good, and he has given us a very nice song.
Okay.
But this is not the time to put some pressure on him.
Okay.
Is a new cat, like some people say.
New cat.
It's a new cat.
Like Burna Boy, innit? It's a new cat like Burna Boy.
So, well, I think it's that statement is not necessary, even though we wish him good. Because there's some recommendation that will come from some big guns in the industry, and it kind of give you some pressure that, hey, if this person I look up to could say something like this, then what am I doing? That's what I would say first.
Okay.
Towards the ending, what he meant by he should break the course. We all know that the way he left Mr. Kewa wasn't so rosy.
Okay.
And they used to say something like, life is karma. What goes around comes around. So even if he has not cursed him or anything, it is something that you make peace with someone.
Okay.
Now, when I say peace, as Lastmed admitted that he wronged Mr. Kewa, that's from the angle we should come out from. Has he admitted that he has wronged Mr. Kewa?
No, he has not admitted.
So
he has not.
I don't think there's nothing to apologize about. If he feels he has not offended Mr. Kewa yet, I don't think there's nothing he should be scared of, or it's not something he should do. But what I just want to say is what Mr. Ama is saying. I understand what he's trying to say, because in life, when you are trying to go to the next level, we try to put some things behind us. And this is Mr. Ama telling him that he's seeing him doing a collaboration with Drake. So we don't need like a load that will pull you back. They say something like, if you want to travel fast, you travel with people. If you want to travel far, you travel alone. So in this case, you need to bring down everybody that you have, so that you can forge ahead. So what Mr. Ama is saying is just to advise him, for him to do the necessary things that needs to be done. Okay. For him to attain where he wants to attain so fast. Because he might, in his mind, think that, okay, he has not done anything to Mr. Kewa, but Mr. Kewa is not happy with what he has done.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So it is two ways now. Even if you admitted that you've not done anything to Mr. Kewa, go and settle things with him, because he has made some allegations against you, and you're on the internet, you have seen all this stuff. So you should go.
But should that be seen as a case? Because the way Hammer put it, it means that Hammer seems to be so sure something has been placed on him.
See,
because the way you are even advising that he should go. Now I don't know what Lastmed should do again. Lastmed, if you listen to the conversation, I wonder if someone says he has been cursed, so he should go and revoke. The only revocation he can do is to go back to the label, which I'm not sure that is his priority now.
You see, Brother Sammy, the thing is English. You need to actually know the angle is coming from when he said curse. But obviously, the layman curse is someone that has invoked something on you through words or something. And we want to believe that it doesn't go to that extent. Maybe he just used the word curse and it's meaning something else. You get what I'm trying to say? It's just what I feel he's trying to say. He should try and make peace. With Mr. Kewa. That is what he's trying to say, for what I can see. I think that's what he's trying to say, that he should try and make peace with Mr. Kewa, because this is someone that brought you to stardom. And if there's anything we shouldn't forget, we should forget those that lifted us. So if tomorrow Lastmed is winning Grammy tomorrow, and he's not able to give thanks to Mr. Kewa, then something is wrong. And it is for the benefit of the industry. So that's what I just feel.
Well, thank you so much. Sam Funny, who is our brother from Nigeria, joining us on Wednesdays for us to do our discussion. Now, Chebo takes over from there. Let's listen to what Chebo also say about the cases and the features with all the top guys, Drake and all. Yes,
Chebo. Piece. I think, generally, Hammer, at one point trying to encourage
Lastmed
to do more, and then at the same time putting some fear in him to do something that he may not be ready to do. When you say case, I mean in our jurisdiction or in our space, we feel that when you say that it's something serious, I mean something spiritual. But in this context, I don't want to take it like that. I want to take it like he's trying to say that there are certain things that may come back to hurt you because of how you are dealing with some people, not necessarily in a spiritual way. But if let's say Kiwa is not happy with you and he's a big guy in the industry, some people, not even him influencing them directly, but some people with affiliation that they have with Kiwa may also do something that will go against you. And at that point, we can consider that one as the case that is on you. Yeah, so he's trying to tell him that go back and resolve whatever issue that you have with Hammer. Whether you are right or wrong, like even if you think that you have not done anything wrong, still
go back and
find a way to patch whatever the
issues there might be.
Yes, I think that's what Hammer wants to say, but using the word curse will give it some form of weight. It's like, hey, then it's serious if you don't do anything about it, because it's curse that we are talking about here. But generally, I think he's just advising the guy and encouraging him at the same time. It's a good advice, and I don't see anything wrong with it. Even if he was going the direction of the artist without considering being the also producer, so he should go with his colleague. I mean, you in this world, you just have to be fair in whatever you are doing. So if you think the guy is good, it's an objective truth. Whether you like him or not, he is good. That one you can't do anything about it. And then the other side, yes, advise him where if he feels that there's something wrong, then go ahead and find a way to resolve it. And I think it's a good advice in general. So I'll go with Hammer on this. Just that I don't like the word curse that he used, but
looks like it is a strong word. Looks like curse is a strong word. Well, that is also fine. Let's move on to other issues. We'll be entering Nigeria for Wizkid's show. That is the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium show, where everybody has been giving him accolades for that beautiful show, including getting the Brit 1 billion award, getting 1 billion streams in the UK and all. He has been getting all the positive reviews until yesterday. My brother Van Darkon, who is my producer in UK, shout out to Van, sent me some videos circulating online, especially among the UK folks, not knowing so many people were not satisfied with Wizkid's show. As a matter of fact, so many people were not satisfied with Wizkid's show. According to them, they were disappointed with the number of minutes he performed. Some are even saying he did not even perform up to 1 hour. And when he even left the stage, it was like, sometimes artists play some trick. Okay, I'm done with the show. Then they go, they come back, they come and continue. But in the case of Wizkid, when he said he's finished and people thought, oh, he'll come back, he's not finished. That was all. He did not come back. So to them, they think that they did not get their money's worth. There are even some people who have compared the show to Burna Boy's show, saying that Burna Boy's show was a blast compared to Wizkid's show. And as it stands now, my producers have compiled some of these videos making rounds on the internet. I want us to watch them. Then when I come back, I ask my people that, should we take these reviews serious as people who are really not happy with how Wizkid played the show? Or we should look at it in a different way, like maybe they are not real fans of Wizkid, so they will just say some of these things. How do we put this? Let's watch some of their compilations on the screen.
I just got back from Wizkid's concert. I am so waved that it's about to be my most realest review I've ever done. But this concert, no. I feel this shouldn't have happened. I did my whole TikTok about how it was not selling out. I was invited as a +1 for free, so I didn't spend a dime. But if I paid a penny, I would have got my money back. This was not it. Oh, Jesus, where do we start from? So the special guest, we got One Cole. One Cole did his thing. He's got the classics. King Promise came out and there was nothing promising about that. Oh, Jesus. I think he performed Terminator and nobody sang a word. He tried to engage with the crowd and do a call and response and nobody responded. We were just like, well, Then Wizkid came out. I can't lie to you, the classic saved him. Because this tour is called the More Love, Less Ego Tour, but he only performed like 3 or 4 songs from the album. If the purpose of this show was to make me love More Love, Less Ego, it did not. I'm not even mad that the classic saved him. That's what I came there for. I didn't come for the new album. But he didn't perform most of the songs on the album. I said, he did Frames. I'm happy he did Frames. That is a positive I can give. I will say though, he looked fantastic. I love this fit so much. I'll be honest, it did not sell out. There was a lot of space, especially in standing. And then the beginning, the energy was not there I would say from us. There was something very off about the energy. First of all, Ojuleba was one of the first few songs he performed. And on top of that as well, he was quite behind from the song. So it did not feel in sync. Oh, my Jesus, God. Wow. Like I said, the classic Satan, but he ended the show with Juro. And at that point, I didn't realize that was the last song. There was lovely fireworks. The fireworks was beautiful. But my friend that I went with, Koi, I was going to see her off. I thought, oh, there's more songs to come. So let me see her off and come back. I was going up the stairs. The lights came on. I said, huh? I said, Juro was the last song for a tour that's called More Love, Less Ego? Hey, no. Wizkid. Sorry to the fans of Wizkid, but this was the most underwhelming show I've been to. And I've been to some shows, baby. Look at my TikToks. Ha! Oh.
Grand total of 45 minutes. 45 minutes. You're telling me a gym session is longer than he performed? Crazy. And then the sound for his performance was so bad just could not hear anything. Like, you kind of heard him, you kind of didn't. Like, you heard the songs, but the audience was drowning him out. I think his earpiece was off. His energy wasn't... There was just a lot of things where I was like, what is going on? I think the stadium was too big for that show and he should have gone for a smaller stadium or a smaller venue because it just wasn't full. Like, it was busy but it wasn't, and everyone rocked up late. People were going to Wizkid as if they were walking past and they were like, oh, what's going on there? And then they walked in. Like, the vibes were not there whatsoever. I had a good time because the people I was with were good vibes and everything, but as a whole the crowd was not in it, and neither was he, to be honest. And then this guy just abruptly finished. So not only did he come out late, he just finished abruptly. Like, I thought, okay, the concert's going to end around 10:30 or whatever, 11. This guy literally did firework displays twice and then all of a sudden stopped. Everyone was very... He wasn't like, thank you, London, goodbye, London. You know, usually they do an exit or whatever. He just disappeared off the stage and everyone was like, what's going on? I only clocked when the people around me started leaving and everyone was like, is he done? Is he not? Is he done? And they started playing music again, so people were like turning around, stopping, looking, but he wasn't back on stage. Just the concert was actually done, it was finished. Personally, I'm very disappointed, but I think I went based on the Burna Boy concert, which was 10 out of 10. The vibes there, the people were good vibes. Burna Boy really showed up. It was loud, it was good vibes. Kid performed like he gave his tickets away for free. I was quite disappointed, but again, I can't really hate because my ticket was free. But had I paid a single cent for that concert, girl,
Wizkid, my end show. Wizkid, you are a shit person. Wizkid, on moi, les miens. On y tape, musique est au chini. Quand le chemin est chaud et bien, on tient au chini.
Oh, my Wizkid, you are taking the piss. Man said he's done, you know. Was that it? No, the lights are on. No. Wizkid, you're taking the piss. Eh? Hey! No, the thing's actually done. Hey! Oh! No, sis. No, I'm actually so shocked. No. Eh? Wizkid, you're done like that? No. Now this has to be a joke. Guys, I really hope this is a joke. People are leaving. No. Is he done? No, is he done? Sis, is he done? No, you lot don't understand how discombobulated I am. Like, read the thing done out. Everybody leaving. That wasn't even 2 hours.
So guys, that was me literally having the fun of my life yesterday. But guess what? That fun was short-lived. It was for about 4 to 5 minutes, and that was it. Yes, I'm going to give it to Wizkid. He's an international superstar. He knows what he's doing. He's good. He's sold out shows, O2 and all of that. But yesterday, I have my reservations about it. And I would literally say the cons outweigh the pros for me. So yeah, it's quite alright. The stage was, electrifying. The sound quality was good. It was nice. The Cavemen, that's the band. They were really good. The saxophone guy was, super good. And yeah, the fireworks, at about the end was litty, it was nice and all of that. And then the choice of venue, actually, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it was really good, finding seats, doing all of that. But those are like the pros for me. But when it came to the cons, now let me tell you. So I'm there, literally waiting for Wizkid, to enter and all of that. And then he comes in with, I think he just released a song on Friday or so. And not a lot of us, obviously, knew the song. So it came in with this sort of, energy that was really low. I wasn't really feeling the vibe. And I can tell a lot of people were not necessarily feeling the vibe. So I'm like, okay, let's just give it, a couple of minutes. Maybe, he'll ease into it and all of that. And then he kept on giving us, all this slow vibes and all of that. I'm like, okay, people were not really connecting, to be honest. If you had looked at the audience, they were not connecting at the beginning. It was just, the regular, we're just waiting. And then the only time I had that much fun that you guys saw was when he took us way back, to his old songs and all of that. And everywhere was, everywhere went crazy. People were going crazy. And it was good. But then he kept on telling us, oh, I've got a surprise for you guys tonight. I've got a surprise. I'm like, okay, maybe an international act, maybe, even if you're honest, if you had looked at the audience, they were not connecting at the beginning. It was just, the regular, we're just waiting. And then the only time I had that much fun that you guys saw was when he took us way back, to his old songs and all of that. And everywhere was, everywhere went crazy. People were going crazy. And it was good. But then he kept on telling us, oh, I've got a surprise for you guys tonight. I've got a surprise. I'm like, okay, maybe an international act, maybe, even if it's a big local, act. I didn't see anyone, right? The only person that came before he even came in was Wandy Cole. And I'm asking myself, okay, so where's the surprise? Where's the surprise? And guess what, guys? At 10:30, he literally ended the show. When he came in around like 9:25 or so, and he ended the show at 10:30 with no pattern, words for his fans and all of that. He just just did this thing and he just like left stage. And people were like, wanting more. What did we pay for? Like, guys, it was really crazy, and that would be it for me. Nah, I didn't like it.
Well, so when we thought everything was rosy, these are some comments compiled by my producers from Van Darko in UK. Of course, he's with them, so he will see them more than we will see them if you are not a favorite on the timelines of the people who spoke. Now, I'm asking a simple question. Should we take them serious, or we should take it as people who might not be fans of Wizkid and Starboy, and they would just want to put out these kind of comments? Chemo?
Yeah. It's conflicting between taking them serious or just ignoring. And my reason is, in any case, under any situation that you look at, you will get people who no matter what, they will give you a negative feedback. Yeah. So if you go that direction, so you say that, yeah, there's somebody like our own this guy, he's always giving negative comments, bongo ideas. So if he goes for a show like this and he's commenting, you won't take him serious because he's fond of giving negative
Such comments.
Yes,
Yeah.
so if you look at it that way, then I would say that we shouldn't take it serious. But on the other hand, if what they are saying, some people relate to it, some people are talking about it, then you have
And
to
it looks
take it
like they are
serious.
saying the same thing.
Yes,
That is
yes.
where.
There's a few conflicting
Uh-huh.
thing in there, but yes, it's like the way the show ended, they were all saying the same thing.
Yes.
So for that one, you can't say that they are just trying to be mischievous or something like that. At least for the way the show ended, they were all not happy about it. It was like they didn't see it coming. He just went and never came back, and that's it. So that one is not cool. I think no matter what, you get a negative vibe for sure, but the team should look at it, and if there's any legitimate concerns in there, I think they should take it serious, because if it happens like this, it will some people may take it and will not want to engage again when Wizkid is in town and wants to do a show like that. They may decide not to go because of the experience. Just that, you see, one of the conflicting issue was the sound. I think the last lady, the one with the red, was saying that everything was on point. But the first guy was saying that the sound wasn't good, that I couldn't hear anything and all that. Yeah. So you get people just based on how they feel.
But is it for the sound too? It can be where they were positioned.
Yes.
Because they did the act kind of show.
Yeah.
So there was the stage here and the audience here.
Yes.
So if you face it directly, you might feel the punch of the sound. But if you are at the side, you might not feel it punching.
Yes. So if
that is more technical, that's why I did not.
Yes. So for that one, you can't. Take it that serious. And even for that one, it will not be Wizkid's issue. It will be the organizers and those who are in charge of the logistics.
Okay.
So yes. So for Wizkid, it's more about the way he ended the show. I think if you just watch the videos that we just watched, it's about the way he ended the show.
Yeah.
And I think the team should take it serious and at least do something about it, for people not to just see that kind of things. I mean,
because you are the star performer, so on the night you should end it in a more wow moment.
Yes. Or end it well, like maybe after this song, this will be the end of it. Let's meet another time or something. I mean, you can say something for them to know that you are ending the show, even if they don't want you to end it. It happens sometimes. But you've ended it. But looking at the way they were talking, it looks like he just went off and never came back, just like that. And I think that's not cool. The team should look at it. But as for getting negative comment, I think it's normal. Just that if they are all singing the same thing, then you have
need
to
take
watch a look at it. Yes.
Well, thank you, Sam. Continue from there. How do you also see these reviews from the fans who attended Wizkid's More Love, Less Ego tour in London?
Sammy. Okay, let me start like this. I'm a Wizkid fan from day one.
Wizkid FC.
I've loved him since when he released Alacho Boy, when he was at EME Records.
Okay.
But this is what I have to say, and I'm a shake the table a bit.
I'm holding it, so you shake it. The water on the floor.
Okay, so if the so-called new cat perform and people are giving him 10 over 10, then the OGs have no excuse whatsoever. We saw a Burna Boy performance.
Yeah.
And they said 10 over 10. Excellent.
Burna Boy's performance there, Charlie.
And this is Wizkid that has rubbed shoulder with the big boys. He has experienced what fame is like. It's a brand. And such comment is being passed across. There's something wrong. To me, I feel like there's something wrong. Okay, fine, it might not be to satisfy everybody. I agree with that. But in the case where they are all saying basically the same thing, is an issue. This is what I have to say. I just feel like Wizkid should work more on his live performance. Before now, people have been saying stuff about his live performance. It's not as if he doesn't have what it takes. But I just feel like he's not putting more effort to his live performance. And this we can see, because I watched the video before now. I watched some clips on YouTube, and I was also getting the vibe like people are not actually connecting. But I don't want to be too quick
to judge.
I also felt it. Like people are not really connecting. Like I could see people, their body reaction. Like when I watched Burna Boy's concert, even just 2 minute clip I saw, I could see, people jamming, people.
You see, if you're a performer, it is your energy that will reflect on the people. And that's what Burna Boy brings on the board.
People could feed off from Burna Boy's performance.
Yes.
And the reason why I said Wizkid needs to have a band, like a fixed band with him. I was listening to Burna Boy, for example, when Apple was interviewed, the Apple interview, they granted to him. And he said his band members, will be with him for like 7 to 8 years. They are more like family. And he said something that amazed me.
Band.
He said something that amazed me. He said his MD, when they both started, when they are doing the sound check, they all go around the speakers to put their ear to check if the speakers are coming. This is someone that is so dedicated to his craft. He said he doesn't do that anymore. His MD does that. But for someone to go to that length of checking each speakers one after the other, after they've said to go have to check the speakers one after the other, if they are all working. I heard that and I was saying, no wonder this guy is going like the new cat is
flying. The new cat is flying.
It's flying. And so with what they said, with Wizkid ended the show just like that, I think that should be true, because that's mostly what they are saying, and they can't lie. So I think that was the major problem, because they could still enjoy their money from the old classic, which is not really a problem to them. But the way he ended the show is the problem. And if you are ending a show very weak, then you should be worried about your next concert. You should be worried about your next concert. Are you sure you'll be able to put the same crowd next concert?
Yeah, knowing that they were not happy.
And to look at it, this is the same Wizkid that we've seen him. He has shown himself when he did the O2 Arena for 3 days. He did the first day. People are requesting for the second day. He did so it's not as if he doesn't have it. It is there. It is there, but I just feel maybe he just felt like, okay, I'm there now, let me relax. Maybe I'm just saying, I'm there now, let me relax. Like, this is someone that I featured on Beyonce, I've done this, Drake jumped on my remix, this, that, let me relax. And before that show that night, he dropped a music video on YouTube with Cavemen. I went to watch fantastic music, and in my mind, like, man, people are in for it today. Because he dropped that, I think that maybe that was a new song he performed.
Yes, that was what the lady was talking about.
He did a live band, and I went to the comment section. People were like, "Now this is the Wizkid you have been talking about." So which means all this while something was missing.
They were not feeling.
They were not feeling it for a very long time. Wizkid has been absent in his stagecraft. And when I, listened to that performance, it took me back to when I knew Wizkid, and I was like, "Am I the only one feeling weird?" Then I went to the comment section. People were like, "This is the Wizkid you know. This is the vibe we know Wizkid to give us. Wizkid is back." Not to when he said that, I was like, okay, then I'm not weird. Wizkid is actually not working on his live performance, which you should take care of. So for me, I just pray it doesn't lose his fans. And it's so demeaning when if someone could say that maybe you should go and rent a smaller space. Come on. That's the punchline, man. Like,
but yeah, one thing is also clear. They were happy with his old classics.
Songs, yes.
And that one too ran through the videos. They were all saying that we were connecting when he started doing the classics. Yeah, that one too ran through the.
So what means that in recent times the new songs from Wizkid, they are not
vibing with it. Yeah. I think
they are not vibing to it.
The team should sit up.
They should sit up. He needs a band. He needs to have a band that they know each other. Because I play drums. I've been on at least some smaller stages, let me say, and I know there's a difference between playing music. There's a difference between connection. When a band is playing and you're just playing for playing sake, it's different from when the band are singing. And it doesn't just.
And that is what Burna Boy does with his band. He does. Charlie, when they are performing, I'm happy I've watched Burna Boy's live performance, like one-on-one.
So he said these people
I know that feeling.
7 years. Say they're more like family. They've been with him for 7-8 years. They're more like family. So it shows a lot. It doesn't have to stress. Just sing one song, they know what to do. Do one thing, they know what to do. From his dancers to his sax, when that sax guy comes in, like my head just goes out like, ooh, whoa, come on. So there's a difference between playing and
Performing.
the connection.
Yeah.
So I think he should work on his live band, have a station band members that they can work on, and his next show, no excuses. Because the more you keep making these excuses, the more the new cats
will run over him.
We'll take over.
So that's what I was.
Well, thank you so much. So yes, this is what we have been able to gather. Apart from those who are also commending him, this has been released by some people, and we think there was the need for us to look at this angle as well. And so far, it's looking good. Now let's come back to Ghana, where Stonebwoy is in the news. You know, Stonebwoy has been pushing his career and trade very well with all the energies and the resources in him. He has been doing so well. He went to Guyana, and I know some people outside of the world, especially in Ghana, they sometimes confuse Guyana and Ghana. Yes, Guyana is a different country in the Caribbean, and we are also here in Ghana as Africans. Interestingly, when Stonebwoy was there in a press conference for a show that he is built to perform with Morgan Heritage and all the good guys in music, Stonebwoy was trying to say in Ghana, he is the first artist to have performed in Guyana. In the middle, someone corrected me and said, no, you are not the first artist to have performed in Guyana, but Black Rasta has performed in there before. Okay, so Black Rasta put that at disposal. He says, when Stonebwoy got to Guyana, he believed he was the first Ghanaian artist to reach there, only to be told in a press conference that his father was there long ago to pave the way. Listen to the sweet words from one of my sons. I love you, Vanguard. I know the temperament with which this man wrote this particular. I know. So there are others who are on social media saying, hey, Stonebwoy wants to be the first in everything. Say Stonebwoy, that is most of the things he's looking for. Like, I'm the first to do this. I'm the first to do this. And some people think it is too, he's too over ambitious with some of his works. But others also say, actually, he wants to get it too. If you don't want to do it, him there, he wants to do it. Well, let's watch the video, and when I come back, ask my people what they also think, whether what people are saying that Stonebwoy is overly ambitious or really and truly Charlie, he wants to achieve with his career and dash way, like they say. Let's go watch this. I'll be back.
I'm happy to be the first Ghanaian artist, if I'm not wrong. I'm happy to be the first Ghanaian artist, if I'm not wrong, to be on this platform. Of course. That's another father. Yeah, Black Rasta grow me, you know. Black Rasta pay my school fees, you know.
Wow, nice.
And Sammy, Jano. That's my big brother, same way. The man put me on the road and said, yeah, both Black Rasta and him. So it's just important that I hear also, because else all the effort would be a waste, you know. Because the future lies in the hands of the younger ones, but by the direction of the older ones. See, so that's all I can say. God bless you all for being Africans and realizing that you are wherever we go. Simple as that. Ghana, Guyana. More time when I come from Ghana in the West, they say Guyana. Then I say yes. Because
well, so that was at a press conference, and how the correction came quickly, and Stonebwoy had to, he didn't challenge God. He said, yeah, that's my father. My father. He paid for my school fees and blah, 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 blah. And it looks so beautiful. Is Stonebwoy being overly ambitious, Chamo?
Yeah, something like that can happen. But I think those who are ready or wants to declare themselves as being the first in something or being the best in something, sometimes you have to be sure of what you are saying, because some of these things can come out and it will not look good for you. I mean, he did well the way he responded after that prompt came. Yeah. Yes, just that it will not always be like that for you, and some people can run with it whether you like it or not, because you have committed. Yes, so, and I think that's what he's facing now. So he will, I'm hoping he will learn something from it and will not be quick to come out like that, especially coming from you personally. No,
if someone said it
and then you that one we can correct that person. But if you are saying it yourself, then you can't run anywhere.
But there's also this argument. So if he didn't know, is that his problem? Or if he didn't know, he shouldn't have said.
Oh, that would be a big deal. If you don't know, you don't have to say anything like that.
Okay.
For somebody to correct you, because you are not trying to deceive people. Let's take it like that. So if it comes out like that, those who will run this against you, you say that you are just trying to deceive people. You are just saying things there for you to look good. But it's not like that. You think that you have done something that you have to tell people like, yeah, me too, I'm doing well and I'm going places. That's fair. But if you are not so sure of it, especially something like this that somebody can challenge you on, then you don't have to say it like that. Let somebody say it and you repeat it instead of you saying it yourself, because you can't do all the research before you come out like that. But if it's a writer or a historian or somebody like that, then you will say that okay, that person is credible because he has done his checks before coming out. But as a musician, you are into your music more than trying to find out who is the first person to do this, who is the first person to do that. So me, what I would say that he should learn something from it so that people will not use it against him. But this is why he's lucky, because the way he came back, he did it so well. So it looked like this is normal. Let's let it go. But if you couldn't come back well, like you were trying to challenge or say something else, and then it will be something else. So I like the way he came back, corrected himself, and then made it more like, oh, it's nothing, let's move on. But he should be careful not to say things like that.
Well, Sam, how do you also come in with this?
Okay, so Stonebwoy, I have to say this. Stonebwoy is one artist that I wish he was Nigerian.
You wish he was a Nigerian?
Yeah.
Why?
He's a fantastic guy. Full package.
Yeah.
On stage, delivery, multi-talented and everything. With what he said here, I don't want to believe he was too ambitious. Because if I want to compare, what do you have to say about Davido and some other artists saying they were the first to import Amapiano to the world, and there were some confusion. Were they also ambitious? The thing is,
yes, they were.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They were overly ambitious.
Okay, but I just feel like with what he said, it was not too. For me, I won't put it as being too ambitious.
Okay.
Because if he was ambitious and they corrected him, he would have stood his ground. So which means he was saying something, thinking he was the one, and he got to know that okay, he was not the one, and he later corrected himself. So for me, it was not too ambitious. He was probably misinformed. Something might have gone wrong. But kudos to him for accepting the fact that okay, he was actually not the first person to have done that. So for me, it was not overly ambitious. He was, I think the kind of person he is someone that he loves to own everything, loves to own his craft, which there are advantages and disadvantages to it.
Exactly.
But for me, I feel like there are more advantages than disadvantage. And if it is what is being that is working for him before now, this is not the time for him to relent. So him making that statement, I want to believe he's saying it from a place of love, not from the place of trying to look like he's the better one or is the best out of everyone. So he was not too ambitious, and I like the fact that when they corrected him, he gave kudos to whom it is due to.
Yeah.
And it shows how loyal and how respectful of a human being he is. So I don't want to believe he was.
Well, I think I agree with your submissions on this. We wish him well. Stonebwoy is working hard, no two ways about that. We cannot overlook the fact that he has an ambition that he's pushing. And I believe in his books, until he gets those ambitions achieved, he's not relenting. So once again, big ups to Stonebwoy. Keep pushing. Ghana is also solidly behind you. Let's see how that goes. Now, finally, Burna Boy says Nigeria is the giant of Africa's entertainment. And that when Nigeria shouts, everybody hears, because they are the giant. Now, I'm asking a simple question that, have they really, I'm talking about the Nigerian entertainment industry, has it been able to stand to this particular position in being the giant of African entertainment, have they really achieved what that it is supposed to achieve, or has Nigeria achieved what Africa giant means to them? So Content Nation, Dancy Brain says, you are so right, Burna Boy. We must continue to let them know the truth. Them Olele Salvador and Sammy Flex gatekeeping should be about educating black chicks to keep their agreement, to avoid the court cases like the one in Ghana. That should be gatekeeping, of course. I keep telling you that you people always mention me in conversations that I should see and come talk about it. So
you are the Stonebwoy.
I know, right? So really and truly, Dansiaba, however, I saw it and it's here. So has Nigeria been able to stand the hype of being Africa's entertainment giant? Let's listen to Burna Boy in this interview briefly.
Do you think that Nigeria is dominating the cultural conversation around Africa right now?
Nigeria is.
Do you think that Nigeria is dominating the cultural conversation around Africa right now?
Nigeria is the giant of Africa. You understand? So at the end of the day, if a giant makes noise, everybody will hear it.
Do you think that Nigeria is dominating the cultural conversation around Africa right now?
Nigeria is the giant of Africa. You understand? So at the end of the day, if a giant makes noise, everybody will hear it.
All right, so that was Burna Boy. My Nigerian brother said Burna Boy in that particular conversation. Sam, so do you think Nigeria has lived to expectation as the giant of Africa's showbiz entertainment or cultural conversation, like the lady said?
Okay, so, Brother Sammy, to be fair, without being biased.
Be honest, though. Don't say it because you are Nigerian. You just want to be nationalistic.
To be biased, to be, you know,
fair.
To be fair, Nigeria. They've done their best. Like they've been able to change the narrative of the way people see not only Nigeria but Africa. And him saying Nigeria is the giant of Africa, yes. You know, and when you now say giant of Africa, there are so many things you can say that could probably justify the giant of Africa. If I are saying it based on the entertainment industry and some stuff, they are the giants in that aspect. Like normally they say Nigeria is the giant of Africa, but people, I want to believe people want to say that, people do say that because of the size and everything, and it's not just because of the size. Nigeria is actually a giant because I don't want to talk about a country that has so many over 100 ethnic groups. And they're still able to stay together.
They have about 200 languages.
So, you know, like it's too Nigeria is like there's a lot that has to do with Nigeria. So Nigeria is the giant of Africa. I must say it's the giant of Africa. And to even prove that, I think Nelson Mandela said it. He said, if Nigeria should get their house together, then the West will respect Africa. The late Nelson Mandela in one of his speech. And we can't throw away that fact. He must have seen something before. And this same Nelson Mandela said, you know, Nigeria has betrayed Africa in a way. And so that's why I said, like, it's the giant of Africa. Some people are not cool with it. Some people are happy with it.
But have they lived to that expectation, being the giant of Africa? Have they lived to it?
Yeah, they have lived to it. Maybe not in all ways.
Okay.
I must be honest. Maybe not in all ways, because when you look at it, I want to deviate a bit. Our politicians are politicking us, you know, but not in all ways. But at least the major headlining or the major, you know, they've been a forerunner in the major stuff that is going on in Africa.
Okay.
The economy aspect, you can't take them out. The music, you can't take them out. Movies, you can't take them out. Culture, you can't take them out. And they've really done a lot with the entertainment industry. And the reason why Nigerians are pushing the entertainment industry the way they are pushing is because that is what we see we get joy from right now. Looking around us, there's probably nothing really to be happy about. But the entertainment industry is what is giving us joy, from the comedy to the music. So when you find yourself doing one thing then you just have to put your best in it to make sure you achieve, the aim, to achieve the goal. So they've tried, but I believe there's still more to do.
Okay.
I believe there's still more to do, but they've championed the cause so far, no doubt. It's only someone that probably doesn't like the narrative, that wants to come and say something else. Whether you like it or not, they have opened the doors for people to come in, for the West to see us in a different way. Now, I stumbled on a video on YouTube, and the caption was, "Everybody wants to be like Nigeria. Everybody wants to act like Nigerians because of the music entertainment industry." And he's saying that that's not translated to the fact that Africans are now proud to be Africans outside where they are. You understand what I'm trying to say? So they've championed that cause. They've been able to let the world to see that Africa has great potentials in it. And we all know music naturally is a black thing. When we talk about the hip hop and everything, this is like the black starting up something, going to the West. Now it has come back home to where it belongs. You get my point? So Nigeria have been able to let the world know that, see, respect Africa, at least when we talk about something, entertainment world, respect. And I like what Ghana is now doing. The thing is, everybody can be at the top.
Yeah.
For now, at least maybe sometimes there'll be like a rotation at some point. Nigeria is there doing that thing in the entertainment industry. Ghana is there making people come back home and see. Okay, come and see what you're missing. Maybe you are there hearing Burna Boys perform. Okay, now what you're experiencing outside in the Tottenham Hotspurs, in the O2 Arena, in the Manchester, come and experience it firsthand. You get my point?
Yeah.
So Nigeria has been able to make that way for people to not able to come back home. And when I heard how much Ghana made from that the return, it's so amazing.
Year of return.
And one of the things that is making them come back is the music and the culture, the food,
the hospitality.
So if Nigeria has not been able to make that possible, maybe Ghana might not get that much people coming back to this country to do what they're supposed to do. Now I heard that saying that Ghana is like the USA and stuff. It is because Nigeria has been able to do what they're supposed to do. And for me, Nigeria is a giant of Africa, and respect to them, because with what is going on in that country, by now we are not supposed to even be on this chart, this top chart. With what is going on, like there is ethnicity there is political this morning there is now labor strike. The workforce in Nigeria are going on strike, protesting, but we are still able to find ourselves above all this situation. And I tell people that if some countries should go through the 1/4 of what Nigeria has gone through, maybe they will have separated by now.
Yeah, I believe.
You get my point?
I believe.
So kudos to them. Let us give them their flowers for what they've done. My Nigerian people will say, okay, yes, I have to say it. Let us give them flowers for what they've done. Let us give them flowers for what they've done. They've really done it. They've really done it. And to deviate, I've been willing to say this, but I think this is the right platform to say it.
Okay.
I used to tell people that Ghana is the next gold mine of music. And enough of this comparison because I'm still talking about entertainment, right? Enough of this comparison that Nigerians are doing this when we Kiddy King promised to. No, Ghana is the next gold mine. Nigeria, they have been doing that thing, but when they saw the next gold mine in South Africa, they typed from the Mapiano. The next thing that will come out from Africa, I want to believe, is from Ghana. With the Ghana drill, what can be done?
The Ghana drill is dead.
It's not dead. I don't believe it's dead.
The craze of the drill music that time. I wonder if you get back to that.
I'm not talking. I'm seeing the future. When they did this concert, they did that the Black Square. This huge concert.
Black Star
Square.
Yeah.
Like you could see the way Sakoje came with that bang bang bang. Like there's a spirit behind. It's just what will make that thing fly. It's up to us here in Ghana. We need to start jumping on this Ghana drill. If Kiddy jumps on it, if Kiddy should jump on it, Shatawale jumps on it, King Promise jumps on it, let us make it an agenda. It's not just one person singing it. Let us all come together and make it an agenda. Let every one of us jump on this genre of music. Ghana is the next gold mine. I don't want to know who, if anybody that does not agree should argue with his or her part. Ghana is the next gold mine, and it is now left for them to now see the possibility in it, or else Nigeria will come and steal it again, and they'll make something out of it, and they'll call it Ojapiano. People be sad about it.
People will be crying.
People be crying.
Ojapiano.
People be crying. So to say my final closing remarks. So I just feel like Ghana is the next gold mine. The Ghana Jew, our producer should come up with something. Let us infuse sounds together. We can call it Jews, hip life, Jew something, Jew, Afrobeat or something like. Let our producers. It's an industry. It's not just one person. The producer. I was listening to what's his name? This guy that did Ojapiano. He said it took him 1 year. Casey. Yeah. Am I right? He said it took him 1 year. He said he got that inspiration of that flute and he gave it to a producer. Go and do whatever you want to do with it. 1 year. So if someone could go through a process, just 1 year, keep eating it. He did it the first time. 1 year. And the last time they played that piano, I don't know where they played. I think it was this Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. I got a review from Adeshowe that people loved the piano. Nigeria and that strategic. They've already marketed that one to the world already. Over 60,000 they've heard the piano already. So what I was talking about.
Recently, they did some launch of Hades in Nigeria, and that was the only performance I watched from the launch. And Charlie, the energy was on point.
So if that's now to escalate now, Burna should jump on it. The video should jump on it. Wizkid should jump on it. We have a new genre in Africa. Gram will just come the next and say, Ojapiano is part of it. And the world start crying. So Nigeria they've tried, they've paved the way, and let's just give them their flowers.
Okay, Chamo will speak to this finally, then we run away from here.
Yeah, I will agree that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Yes, I mean, if you look at all angles, they are there, and they are really making an impact in the whole world. Like when it comes to entertainment, there's no question about that. I was even surprised that the lady asked that question. Because it's so obvious. Maybe
she wanted confirmation from Burna Boy.
I think she wanted something controversial. Because it's obvious. I mean, all over the world, wherever you go now, Afrobeat is everywhere. And when you are mentioning Afrobeat musicians, you can't mention even two without mentioning Nigerians in there. Even if you are looking for just two Afrobeat artists, you will mention Nigerian artists. So what again? What else? Even when you take that one out, even in movies, the same thing. When you go on Netflix now, Nigerians movies are doing so well there. So they are also, I mean, they are there, dominating even when it comes to movies. When we go to comedy, there are people. When you are mentioning comedians from Africa, you will not leave Nigerians out. You will mention their names there. So I think for the entertainment, let's give it to them. Even in a negative way, they still dominate in other areas as well. So we can mention House Poppy.
No, I think
it's right. Both good and bad. Yes, they have influence everywhere. Like both good and bad, they are there. Like they are wherever you go, they are there. And I think they are for the entertainment. They have really done well, because before the entertainment, people will mention Nigeria and what will follow will be a negative thing. But now it's not so common as it used to be. In fact, it's been a long time since I heard 419. But not long ago, it was so common. Like they will mention Nigeria, the next thing you hear is 419. But this time around, you don't hear that thing again. Now, when you hear Nigeria, you hear Afrobeat, you hear Burna Boy, you hear Wizkid, you hear Davido. That's what you are hearing now. So they have done well, and I think they deserve it. They are the giant of Africa, and whatever that they do, especially in our entertainment space, we all get the influence. That's why even some people in Ghana here or Cameroon, I watch a debate, Cameroonians fighting about Nigerians influencing the entertainment industry. Everybody is sounding like Nigerian. The Cameroonians were doing that kind of debate, and I'm so wow. This thing is all over the place. It's all over the place. So
remember some time ago Kenya too was having
the same thing. So I think Nigerians at this point, they are leading, and there's no question about that.
Well, so To our leaders, keep leading, and as a leader, if you are not able to impact on your followers, then it means you are not a good leader.
Yes, I mean.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you. Let me make this. There's a narrative. There's a narrative I want to make us understand. Because this is a big platform.
Yeah.
So I want to make this clear. Okay. So when they say Nigerians are dominating in the bad things, all right, let's just do our maths. Nigeria is like over 200 million.
Yeah,
population.
huge population. Yeah.
Okay. So let's just say 2% leave Nigeria and go out the country to do what they have to do. Or let's even be realistic, let's say maybe 10% out of over 200 million. Do you want to judge a country of over 200 million with 10% doing what they are doing outside?
No, not at all.
That is why I tell people that if you want to know Nigeria so well, why not come to the country and experience it firsthand? And I've seen people
in the country to be here.
I'm coming. And I see people that, and I've heard reviews of people that come in and are like, okay, they say Nigerians are bad, but we also see some good people among them.
In fact, most of good.
There are a lot of good people than the bad.
Yes, in any situation.
So if you are making it look like
just
that I don't know if you heard what Akon said about Nigeria. He said he thinks Nigerians are some of the smartest people in the world.
It's like no matter what.
So what Chamo is saying is that in every aspect,
I'm not even
they are allowed.
I'm saying like general.
I get it. So in every aspect,
even in every world that we live in, those who are doing bad things are few. But their impact is so
heavier.
Huge.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And when you go to America now and they say now you hear the shooting, genocide, whatever. Those who are doing that are few. But that's what is impacting the country. So everybody will talk about it.
And that is also highly projected.
Yeah. So it's not like most people in Nigeria are not bad ones. But the few bad ones
they are strong enough to impact
that kind of narration. That's why we are even saying that this time around you don't really hear it as some time ago. Yeah, so it's positive. I think they have done well. Yeah.
Well, so this is where we draw the curtains for today's edition of Showbiz Daily, live on Sammy Flex TV. It has been a wonderful conversation with a three-man squad. Sam, our brother from Nigeria, Sam Funny, and I also have Intim Dode Solomon, as well as my team of producers behind the scenes. Digital Rasta, also called Currency, on camera, Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show. Today I'm in America. I'm feeling cold, you know what I mean? That's why I'm in my hoodie. In case you want to buy some, I can get some for you. It's very expensive. I bought it in London, innit? So you know what I mean. See you guys. When I see you, we're out of here.